Good day, everyone. Welcome to our Music, Arts, Physical Education, and Health. This is the week 3 of the third quarter. Before we start with our lesson discussion for this week, here are some of the reminders. See to it that you already submitted your answer sheet of your week 1 and week 2. Also, your track art or your jeepney art to the school messenger account of your MAPIT teacher. Now, let's start our lesson discussion in music education. And our topic is all about the musical instruments of Central, Southern, and Western Asia. You will experience how musical instruments in South Asia and Middle East countries are performed. In this week, you will learn different traditions and culture. You will also analyze and identify the musical characteristics of their instruments. You will also get a glimpse of their cultural context, social functions, and musical performance styles through their instruments. In our music activity, what you have to do is to listen to the musical instrument of South Asia being performed using the reference video. Makikita nyo ngayon sa inyong screen ang link ng YouTube video na kinakailangan nyong panoorin sa YouTube. After watching the YouTube video of this, analyze the musical characteristic of each instruments. So what you have to do after watching the video is to answer this table or fill out this table in your answer sheet. You have to identify the country of origin, the quality of sound, either if it is light, mellow, harsh, or rounded, and also the classification according to the Horns-Bostel sax system, if it is aerophone, membranophone, idiophone, or chordophone. In our arts education for this week, our topic is all about the arts of Central, Southern, and Eastern Asia. So in this lesson, or in this course, our lesson will change its course down through the India and Pakistan of South Asia, towards the 10 countries of Central Asia and West Asia. There, you will discover the rich arts and cultures of their people, and you will know more about the history and understand how cultural arts play a significant role in their activities and daily life. Let's talk about the periods of Indian art. In ancient period, some evidences of the early civilization are bronze and copper statues, which show vigor and concern for surface, texture, as constantly characterized in Indian art. The Ajanta caves of Maharashtra in India are 30 rock-cut cave monuments that date back from the 2nd century BCE to the 1600 or 600 CE, including paintings and sculptures considered to be masterpieces of Buddhist religions or religious art, as well as the frescoes that are what do they call the reminiscence of the Sigiriya paintings in Sri Lanka. Next, in the classical period, we have the 5th to 6th century. The image of Shiva, the destroyer, develops into Shiva, the cosmic dance, the four-arm figure, where one hand holds the fire, with which he destroys, another holds a drum, which is the first sound heard in the world at birth. The third arm points up in a reassuring gesture, and the fourth points down to the dwarf, or what do they call the dwarf, in which he dances. In Islamic ascendancy or transitional period, this was the period of evolution from Buddhism into Hinduism or Brahmanism. The two great Indian epics, the Mahabharata and the Ramayana, emerged in this period. In the Mughal period, which is in the 16th century, Mughals contributed to the enrichment of Indian culture in painting and in architecture. the most splendid example is the Taj Mahal, built in 1632 by Jahan in memory of his wife. In your art activity for this week, what you have to do is to accomplish this table. From the word box below, you have to rearrange the word or the words as to classify them under the periods of Indian art where they belong or emerge. Write in the table only the number that corresponds to the word or words. Example: 0. Shah Jahan, who emerged during the Mughal period. Now let's talk about the physical education. In physical education, our topic is all about futsal. It is established many years ago, and futsal, a term that comes from the contraction of football and sala, and which can be translated as indoor football, is now played by the Most Player Association or FIFA. This new sport was originally developed for playing on basketball courts, was already highly popular in the country. A goal was to create a team game that could be played indoor or outdoor, but that was similar to football. Some of the basic rules of the futsal. Number 1, 5 players versus 5 players, one of which will be a goalkeeper. It is expected that each player will have to take a turn being goalkeeper. Futsal coaches will organize this. Number 2, subs on the fly like hockey. Number 3, no offsides. Number 4, no goalkeeper punts. Ball must stay below head height. Otherwise, possession and a free kick will be awarded to the opposing team. Number 5, no slide tackles. Players must not go to ground to steal possession back. Number 6, no throw-ins from the sidelines. Instead, the ball is placed on ground and passed into a teammate with the foot. Number 7, free kick and corner kicks or corners. The opposing team has to be minimum of 5 yards away from the ball. And number 8, with a penalty kick, all players behind the ball except for the penalty kicker. For our physical education activity for this week, the given boxes on the picture serves as a clue to form a word by changing the numbers to letters in the alphabet. A is to 1, up to Z is 26. What you have to do is just to write your answer on your answer sheet. Take a picture and send it to the messenger account of your MAPE teacher. In health education, our topic is all about communicable diseases. Health is both personal and social responsibility. We need to protect ourselves from these diseases to protect others, especially our loved ones. Thus, disease prevention and control are important concern because it can affect the quality of people's lives. In this week, we will discover how to spread the communicable diseases like COVID-19 happen fast. So each one must understand how to prevent their spread and learn to manage them. In our health activity for this week, what you have to do is just to arrange the jumbled letters in column X to match the statement in column Y. Write your answer on your answer sheet, take a picture of your answer sheet and send it to the messenger account of your MAPE teacher. That will be all for this week, which is the week 3 of the third quarter. Stay safe everyone, and God bless. Goodbye.